It is that time of year. We are out at Salt River Fields. It's spring training. So who else would we be talking to but Derek Hall from the D-backs, man? Thanks for doing this.
Thanks for being out here, of course.
I want to talk about spring training. I grew up in South Florida, so I know the Grapefruit League, and it's just a different feel. What happens here is the coolest thing this time of year all over the country.
Yeah, it's remarkable. I mean, people plan their vacations to come here. They plan their spring break. But when you have 15 teams in one area, I also was part of the Grapefruit League when I worked for the Dodgers, and we would have to go, 3 hours to play some games, and you don't get back till 11 o'clock or 12 at night. The furthest that you go here is maybe 45 minutes or an hour from any other point. And fans just love coming out to the Cactus League.
Yeah, and what's great about this, as you said, the teams are so close together. There are people that come here without a loyalty to a team, and they hit all the parks because they're baseball fans.
Absolutely they do, and it doesn't matter which team they're coming to see. Their team may be in Florida, but it's about coming out here for the experience and seeing these great ballparks. I'm a little biased. I still think Salt River Fields is the best there is.
It is.
This really is the Taj Mahal of baseball, but this city is a mecca for baseball. When you look at historically, whether it's ASU or GCU, spring training, the fall league, this is the place to be for baseball.
And when you want to have access to the major league players, you're right on top of them. The seating is spectacular. There's not a bad seat in the house. The players seem to be more accessible. It's more of a laid-back attitude. I know there's a lot of players trying to make the team, but the atmosphere is access.
It is. On the first day of spring training, I say to the team, we want you to sign autographs, take pictures, and if you go back on our practice fields, all the fans are out there for free. They get to interact and engage and walk with the players from field to field, from the clubhouse to the field to their parking lot. It's really good. The interaction, the relationships that we build, I mean, we carry it over into the regular season when we go back downtown.
I remember growing up and watching the Royals. They were in my hometown. And George Brett was always so accessible to the fans, and they played the Reds one day, and Dave Concepcion came out and signed autographs. And it was just, as a little kid, I'll never forget it. That was 1979, maybe?
Yeah, absolutely, and that's why I say to our players, don't regret it one day. Go out there and sign autographs, and those kids, you're going to change their lives. They're going to impact them. They're going to be baseball fans for life. More importantly, you're a fan for life. And then I point to Gonzo and say, here's Luis Gonzalez, who signed every autograph at every community event, and he's still a fan favorite today. And we've got guys like that. Corbin Carroll's like that. He's unbelievable.
Yeah. Well, that's the cool thing about this. This young team has got such a young fan base. It's no longer just about the legends that played. It is them, but it's now the next generation.
It's this next generation, this new young team. And by the way, I said it at our first press conference here this year. This team is about the most likable group of players on a roster that we've ever had.
Easy
Fans
to cheer for.
Like this team.
So let's talk business for a minute. Economic impact of spring training in this valley is what?
It's remarkable is what it is. When you look at last year, 1.6 million fans came to spring training games, and it's all around Arizona, right? And it's all around Phoenix, greater Phoenix. You're looking at Scottsdale, you're looking at the tribe here, the tribes that benefit from it, Maryville, Mesa, Phoenix, Tempe, everybody benefits from it.
And everywhere where there's a stadium like this, everywhere where you can go watch a game, the businesses, the restaurants, the bars, the pedicabs in Old Town Scottsdale, everybody benefits and everybody's economy is lifted by impact of something
Absolutely
like this.
We do. We're driving sales taxes. We're helping businesses out. A lot of businesses rely just on this 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And they do just fine for the year.
This is the last bite of the apple before the dry summer months,
Absolutely
right? This is it. This is where
perfect weather.
Yeah.
Perfect time of year.
And this is where they fill the coffers to get through those lean summer months.
That's right.
So the next conversation has to be about Chase Field and keeping the D-backs there and the impact throughout the rest of the season in downtown Phoenix. So in a minute, I want to talk about that. We'll be right back.